All right, YouTubers, what's a Cudighi? Well, it's an Italian sausage sandwich. Where can I get a Cudighi? Some areas, not all, some areas of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. So here's a taste test of 5 of them. I hope you enjoy. All right, YouTubers, here are the 5 Cudighis that I bought today. I took a bite out of each one. I have some initial opinions, but I'm going to try to do them fair. All in the same general price range, but we'll just tell you. All right, this is the dry dock one. This is one I'm going to try first. This was $12.72. Plus, on all of these, I tipped $1. So whatever price you see, I tipped $1. It's the smallest one. My initial taste, it was not my favorite, but we're going to see. Now we're going to go on to Lawry's in Marquette. I've had this one many times. This is 10 1/4 plus $1, obviously. This is Tino's in Nagani. This was the one I was excited about. We're going to open up these and look in a minute. Tino's was $8.75. Thought that was a decent deal. This is Pasquale's, also in Nagani. My initial taste, it was pretty good. This one was $9 and $1.10. And this is the, you can tell that Lawry's in both places look very similar because they are 2 brothers that own them. So there you go. And the Lawry's in Ishpeming was 10 1/4. Same price as their brothers. So I guess they charge people the same price. And this one is the largest. And if volume matters, this is the smallest. Largest. Next largest. So the Lawry's. I'd guess Pasquale's looks a little bit more and a lot taller bread at Tino's, and then this little hamburger looking one. So let's get going. We're gonna get tasting these things. All right, here we go with the dry dock. I'm gonna use this knife. Ooh, it's very hot, and we can look in there, and it's got cheese. Obviously, it's got pizza sauce. They're all basically the same. Mushrooms and some peppers in there. At each place I went, I ordered them with the works. And all of them were pretty much the same on what the works is. Ooh. Okay. So I have to let this cool for a minute. It's pretty hot. I'm going to put the Lawry's in Marquette. I'm going to put that one in the microwave for a minute. First of all, I don't know how well I need to describe it, but a Cudighi, I'll put links in the description telling me what it is. But basically, in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, a lot of people immigrated to do mining, and some of them were Italians. The British brought pasties, and the Italians brought Cudighis. And what's funny about Cudighis is it's kind of just in the Marquette area. I think a little bit more in Iron River, wherever there's Italians. But it's a different blend of sausage than most other sausages I've ever had. I've had someone describe it as tasting, spice-wise, it gives that person a holiday vibe, like a Christmas, Thanksgiving kind of. I don't know where they're getting at, but I think they're pretty good. I have honestly become a bigger fan of them than pasties lately. And the disclaimer is I'm actually plant-based now almost always. So this is a treat for me. So I want to savor them. Okay, we'll take a look at it. This one, I don't know. Take a bite. Okay, I don't like this one. I don't like the sauce. I was right on my initial taste. I don't like this. No. I don't know where they get their sausage from. I don't know. I don't like their tomato sauce. I try not to play around, and I also try not to be mean. There were a lot of people in there in the dry dock. They were eating. I would just say this isn't their thing. So I think I'm going to take one more bite. I think I've saved you $12.72. Now, I will say, just as my initial first little bite impression when I got it hot in the car, I'm not a fan of that one. I don't like that one. Now, I am going to save these. The voice should be back in a couple days. I'm going to try to make her do the same test. All right. So, for me, I'd give the dry dock a no. I would not recommend that. I'm sorry. Sorry, dry dock. Again, a lot of people there. Their food looked good. This just ain't for me. All right. That is the Lowry's that I've had many times, and I'm a fan of. I'm going to cut this. I have a lot of Cudighis to eat tonight, so I got to pace myself. Okay. Again, spicy sausage sandwich. Being Italian, it usually has sauce on it, cheese on it, and mushrooms and peppers are pretty much the standard on most of them. Some of them are spicy, some of them are not. I miss Ralph's because they had a spicy that I really liked, and Gene K's had a spicy that I really liked. I don't believe any of these have a spicy or a mild, because when I ordered them all, no one asked me if I wanted spicy or mild. These were just heated up for 1 minute. So they're not super hot, but they should give me a good amount of taste. Okay. As you can see, that sausage is much, much thicker. It's dense. I've become a pretty good fan of this Lowry's. Yeah. I like that. I recommend that. That's a good one. I don't know where they rank yet. Well, I'm hoping against hope. Again, I don't mean to insult you, Dry Doc, but I'm hoping against hope that none of the ones left are worse than the Dry Doc. I'm hoping that one's 5th. So this stands in the lead currently. All right, YouTubers, this is the taste test portion of the Cudighi day. It was a day of Cudighi. This is all you're going to see of me. I just figured I'd put myself in here to show you I'm a real person, and the rest is going to be eating. And I got 2 things I don't like. I really don't like eating in public or on camera or watching people. I got a weird thing about that, and nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see people eat. I don't know if there's a second thing, but we're going to go ahead. Here we go with number 3. This is Tino's. This is a nice smelling one. It's nice bread. It looks like kind of like Texas toast. I hope the lighting is okay. I'll see what I can do. But again, cheese, mushrooms, the works. Smells really good. I liked this one in the bar, and I texted the voice from in the bar. I haven't been in Agani in a while, and the downtown, they're trying to get a little groove going there. There are some nice places to eat, it looked like, and this, I was in there, I was the first one at 4 when they opened the door, and right behind me, and I think in the first 10 minutes I was there, I heard 7 pizzas ordered. You know what I mean? So their pizza must be good too, but let's take a bite of this Cudighi. Let me see if I can cut it. See how it cuts. All right. Here we go. Let's take a look at this sucker. Ooh. Don't want to lose all the good bits. I'll taste this first. Oh, that's nice. Mushrooms. There's the meat. You can see it. Let's taste it. That doesn't have as much of a Cudighi sausage taste as some of the other ones. It's definitely got a good sausage taste to it. But I don't know what spices are different because, you know, every place does stuff a little bit different. I'll put some gee whiz stuff, you know, I'll look it up online about Cudighis because some of the spices and seasonings are abnormal for what you expect. And being Italian, it's surprising that these don't have fennel. And it's very hard to find Italian sausage that doesn't have fennel in it. Let me take another bite. I like that. I like that. I don't know that I like it more than the Lowry's. Let's take another. I like the bread. I like the different take on it. It's, you know, it's that kind of bread, so it's going to be a little bit of a messy sandwich. But hey, a Cudighi that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. I'd eat that again. I would definitely eat that again. I think I prefer the Lowry's one so far, but I would eat that one again. All right, we're going to do the next one. All right, here comes Pasquale's, which was almost an accident. I just was driving by. It's right by the bridge when you go into downtown Negaunee. I was like, oh, you know, that sounds Italian. Maybe they got it here. So this is a flatter kind of bread. You can see the cheese there. The meat's a little thinner. It's a thinner slice of it. It's very square. Cheese. Smells nice. Smells nice. Cut some of it. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one. Okay, Pasquale's, what you got going? It smells nice. I had an initial thought when I took the 2 bites. See if I'm right. Okay. I'm not sure who's making their sausage. When I took the initial bite, I being Italian, I don't know if people will get this or not, but I took the first bite and I was like, ooh, that sauce is way too sweet. I grew up on what I guess it would probably be more of Italian American, but like if you eat jar sauce, why I don't like jar sauce is it's sweet. I didn't grow up on sauce that's sweet. So this had a sweet taste to it when I took the first 2 bites, but I'm not tasting it as much. Oh, I meant to say, I don't know if I said onions. These all get onions on them. You know, I'd get this again, but, and there I'm getting a little bit more of that sweet sauce taste. I don't know. I'd say it's not bad. It's, again, Dry Dock, if anybody from there watches this, I'm really not trying to insult you, but I didn't like that Cudighi. So, and anybody from Pasquale's, I like this. I think the others are just a little bit better. I try to be nice. I'm not I'm not a jerk. I just picked this last one up, the largest one from Lowry's and Ishpeming. When I picked it up, I was like, oh my goodness. It's like way heavier. That's a lot. That's a heavy. That's a big Cudighi. All right, here we go. And that sucker really is heavy. That Lowry's one is really heavy. Okay, let's see if we can get it open. You see onions and mushrooms, and there's cheese in there. A little bit of pasta sauce, not as much as some of the others. Here we go. That's what they look like, and they're hot because there's cheese. Let's cut this. Now I don't know if I tried to goof with these guys. I said I went to the Lowry's. I know that it's brothers own each place kind of thing, but there's the meat. You can tell there's a lot of mushrooms on there. Let's taste this sucker. Yep. I'll tell you the one thing. That's the best one. But I miss Ralph's. I miss Ralph's and Gene K's. Ralph's, how should I say this? I liked Ralph's better. But some other people I had taste Gene K's, they liked theirs better. And Gene K's, he doesn't deserve a medal or nothing because it's whoever got the sausage. But he had spicier sausage. Ralph's, they served it up with spicier stuff. So I wish there'd be one with a spicy option because that's just who I am. That's how I'm wired. But this is good. Now, I don't think I mentioned it in the other video. Maybe I'll talk over it. I gotta see if I can find it. But there's another place in town that I know of. Well, there's a couple others. I did 5, so that's pretty good. I spent a lot of money on Cudighis today. Yeah, it was a $100 day with gas and Cudighis. There's another place that I tried that I'll see if I can find the video, maybe put in the description, called Van Gogh's. It's on 3rd Street, where all the bars and the nightlife can be, as whatever passes for nightlife in Marquette. I'm not judging. I'm just giving fair warning to people that come from big cities. I like Marquette, but anyways. I had theirs in the past, Van Gogh's, and I didn't like it. I think it was better than the Dry Docks that I had today, but I didn't like it as much as I liked Lowry's. All right, I would say Lowry's Ishpeming 1, Lowry's Marquette 2, I would say Tino's 3, I would say Pasquale's 4, and of those, I think the 2 Lowry's are close, and the other 2 are just a little bit behind them. And again, not trying to be a jerk, but Dry Dock, I wouldn't eat that again. I didn't like that. Sorry. All right, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry this is boring, but you know, I've been coming up to the UP for a really long time now. I don't even want to do the math because then you might figure out that I'm older than I'm trying to pretend I am. But I came up the first 3 or 4 years and I was doing all pasties. And I still like pasties. I ate a pasty just, well, where is it? Just again, 2 nights ago when the voice was gone. Or maybe this was last night. A freezer Gene K's that's about 2.5-year-old pasty. And it was still better than the pasties I've had recently since they closed. But I was always doing pasties, and then I stumbled upon a Cudighi by asking at Gene K's. I saw it on the menu. I'm like, what's that? I pronounced it wrong. And the first time he said, well, here, you know, he told me to have one. And he said, you might like mine better, or you might like Ralph's better. So I kind of miss Brian because he said the same thing about his pasties and Lowry's pasties. He said, I think mine are better, but a lot of people like Lowry's around here, so you should try both. And I agreed with him. I liked Gene K's better, but I like Lowry's is now, I think Lowry's is my favorite pasty. It's been a while since I've had any other ones that would give it much competition. And Escanaba, over in Escanaba, they have Grahams and they have Daubers. I personally did not really like either of them. What is it? Munising, there's Muldoon's. I didn't like it. The voice that said, oh, I thought they were pretty good. We went again. She didn't like their pasties either. The Bear Trap. You know, pasties are a great thing, but not all of them are great up here. So off the pasty story and back to finishing this up, I've become more of a Cudighi fan, I think, than pasties. If I'm going to break the not eating animals thing, well, let's go and do it with something I really enjoy. So that's another reason why doing a test like this, I don't eat meat very often. Maybe once or twice a month I eat meat. Maybe. So if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to break my rules because I'm a human being that likes to break rules, I'm only going to go break the rules at the place that's my favorite. And it would be Lowry's, either one of them. Ishpeming's another 20-minute drive, you know, so I think you should come to the UP. You should try a pasty, and the next day you should try a Cudighi. I don't know. You might like it if you catch the right ones. There's more places that make pasties that I haven't been to yet, and there's more places that make Cudighis that I haven't been to yet. I'm going to try to find more for you guys. I don't think many people are going to watch it, but maybe you'll enjoy this. Have a Cudighi. If you're vegan, don't tell on me. If you're not, think about doing, you know, like no meat Mondays or something. I don't know. That's pretty good. Have a great and wonderful day. An awesome Gene K's pasty from my freezer. All right, YouTubers. I cut little bits of all those Cudighis for the voice to try. Really tacky. She's going to nuke them up. It's been a couple days. And I'm not going to film the whole thing with her. She's trying to show off her cool fingernails, aren't you? But then we're going to have her rank them top 5, and we'll talk about that. But we're not going to go through this whole process. All right. That looks like the dry dock. This is Tino's. That's the dry dock.
That's right, dry dock. Okay.
See, we don't show people's faces on this, and lucky for that. I didn't like that one.
This does not taste like Cudighi meat.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It tastes like Italian sausage.
That's the exact same thing I said. It said it was a Cudighi.
It said it was Cudighi?
It says Cudighi. I said it just tastes like a regular sausage.
That looks very weird.
Yeah. Now, I kind of like that, but again, you're eating it a couple, 3 days later, you know?
Is this how soft the bread was before?
No, it was kind of crispy. It was made a lot of mess. It was...
Okay.
It was very crispy. It was like Texas toast kind of stuff.
Is there something wrong with my taste?
You don't like it?
Peppers and mushrooms on there. This one was really salty.
That came in last.
Really salty.
This one, you'll have to keep thinking after you eat more of these. What might be interesting is to do the 2 Lowrys together.
Okay.
Or not.
They look like the meat looks like the same color. I wonder if they're using the same meat. Well, I already know I like that one.
Wow.
Because I've tasted it before. So this is Lowry's Marquette, and this is Lowry's Ishpeming. But look at the meat. The meat looks like the same exact color. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess it's pork. So, let's see. Okay, this is Lowry's Ishpeming.
Yeah.
And this is the other Lowry's.
Wait.
Oh, it's really hot.
Right, she's got the 2 Lowrys. That is the one from Marquette.
It's littler than that one.
Yeah, well, just that piece is.
Okay. That tastes like Cudighi meat.
Right?
Mm-hmm. It's like warm, wintry spices.
Yeah.
That one didn't have any Cudighi flavors at all. It just tasted like pork.
Just one, you mean?
That one.
Okay.
That one just tasted like Italian sausage. That one tasted like nothing. This one, the meat on this one, tastes similar to what Jean K's was. Mm-hmm. It's got those different spices in it. All right, let's get this guy. I think I don't want to make a mess because it's skinny.
I cut it weird.
It's okay. Probably would have been better if you cut it in a square. You know, like cut a corner out. Okay. So here we go. It tastes very similar to that one. Mm-hmm. The spices are more prominent in the Lowry's Marquette. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is saltier.
Okay.
I like this one the best so far.
That's the Marquette?
Yep.
Okay. Look at her go. Don't call the vegan police.
Woo! You know, once in a while.
All right, the next one left is Pasquale's. Mm-hmm. We'll be back for that one.
I never even heard of Pasquale's. This looks very small. I hope it wasn't too super expensive.
It was flat. I got all the prices written down somewhere. I think it was $9.
Wow. A little hot.
It's a little hot? Mm-hmm. Stop recording. You can spit it out.
It's okay.
You don't like it? No. I thought personally...
Tastes like nothing. Tastes like pork without any seasonings on it at all.
When I first tasted it there, because I took a couple bites inside the place...
Okay.
I thought the sauce was like American jar sauce because it was sweet. And I didn't like it, but then when I brought it back, warmed it up and ate it, it wasn't the same. The sauce didn't seem as sweet as when I first did it. But it just tasted like cheap jar sauce on it, you know?
No, I don't like it at all.
All right, so you can do an order.
The only 2 that are worth eating, in my opinion, are these 2.
Okay.
Don't even bother with the other 3.
And
I like this one better than this one.
I liked this one a little better than that
Really?
one. I did.
Oh.
But I mean, if I switch the tags, I'm not sure I would tell which one's which. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? The owners are brothers, and I would bet you they're getting the sausage from the same place.
Maybe.
I don't know how many different places are supplying the sausage.
The bread
here.
is different.
It was pretty much the same. The Ishpeming one was even bigger.
But this one
than the Lowry, than the Marquette one.
Well, somebody homemade is making this bread, so I don't know who's making it. Maybe they bake it themselves.
I think they both bake them themselves because
Maybe.
it was the same kind of bread. They looked identical.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
So they had the same idea. So that's what we got. Pretty much the same impression on these. Hope you enjoyed.
No.
Tino's? You didn't like Tino's?
No.
I think I had Tino's third. Dry Dock was last. I did not like. I don't like being mean to people, but I didn't like that.
I don't think you should.
I had that as third.
I don't think you should have to pay almost $14 to have something on a hamburger bun. I'm sorry.
On a slider bun. All right, there's our complaining. Otherwise, we're having a great.
Now I'm back
day.
to vegetables. Back to vegetables.
You hear that, vegan police?
Look at that! I don't have to cook dinner tonight.
Yeah, I guess what I'm eating after I ate a whole Costco pizza.
You're not getting a cholesterol test anytime soon.
All right. Have a great and wonderful day.